Are you stuck in Jalingo late at night? Need a safe and reliable ride fast? Introducing Supercab, Jalingo's trusted ride-hailing service from anywhere in the city. We will pick you up right at your doorstep. Book a ride in seconds. Safe, fast and affordable. Visit www.supercab.com.ng or download the Supercab app today. Supercab, your ride your way.
When a tanker bearing fuel falls or an underground pipe bearing fuel bursts, what do you do? Scooping fuel in your bucket or running far away from impending fire? You have a few seconds to take the wisest decision. Walk
Welcome to News Hour on Som TV, the pulse of the nation. You can follow us on Facebook at Som TV and on YouTube at Som TV Live. Now the major headlines. World Trade Organization launches $50 million Women Exporters in Digital Economy Funds in Nigeria, supporting 146 women-led businesses with funding and technical assistance. Tinubu departs Abuja for Japan and Brazil to attend TICAD's 9 and hold bilateral talks with President Lula. Bauchi governor appoints Chinese nationals as economic advisors, signed memorandum of understanding to boost investment and bilateral cooperation with China. I am Esther Oka-Steven with the news in full. The World Trade Organization, WTO, has launched the first phase of its Women Exporters in Digital Economy, WEIDE funds in Nigeria, committing $50 million to support women-led businesses in digital economy. 16 entrepreneurs, which received $30,000 and 18 months of technical support, while 130 others will get $5,000 and a year of dedicated businesses assistance. Speaking at the Abuja event alongside WTO Director General Dr. Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala, First Lady Senator Oluremi Tinubu, represented by Ajia Nana Shettima, praised the initiative for aligning with the renewed Hope Agenda's economic diversification goals. Funded by the FIFA World Cup 2022 Legacy Fund and the UAE, the program aims to remove barriers such as limited access to finance and digital infrastructure. Nigerian officials, including Trade Minister Dr. Jumoke Oduwole and Custom Controller General Bashir Adewale Adeniyi, pledged to boost women participation in global markets. The Nigerian Export Promotion Council is partnering in the first funding cycle following a selection process that drew 600 applicants. President Bola Tinubu left Abuja on Friday for a two-nations trip to Japan and Brazil with a stopover in Dubai, UAE. He will attend the 9th Tokyo International Conference on African Development in Yokohama from August 20 to 22nd before heading to Brasilia for a state visit from August 24 to 25th at the invitations of President Luiz Inácio Lula da Silva. In Brazil, Tinubu will hold bilateral talks with his host and participate in a business forum with local investors. Bauchi State Governor Bala Mohammed has appointed Chinese nationals Li Xingzhen as economic advisor during a signing of an MOU with the China Global Promotion Corporation Research Center. The partnership aims to boost investment, infrastructure, and bilateral cooperation in sectors including agriculture, education, healthcare, manufacturing, mining, oil and gas, and trade. A Bauchi State Representative's office will be established in China to oversee projects aligning with diplomatic ties between President Xi Jinping and Bola Tinubu. Mohammed said the deal will attract foreign direct investment, create jobs, and modernize key sectors while Zhensheng pledged to mobilize global resources for Bauchi economic transformation. Troops of the 12th Brigade Nigerian Army, in collaboration with other security agencies, rescued 6 kidnapped victims in Ogbajana, Kogi State, including the Serukin Fulani of Sinwe community. The victims, abducted in separate incidents on 28 July and 12 August, were freed unarmed after troops overpowered the kidnappers who fled with injuries. Ammunition and other belongings were recovered at the scene. Brigadier General Kasim Sidi, represented by Lieutenant Colonel Francis Owefia, credited the success to intelligence gathering and vowed intensified operations against criminals. Governor Ahmed Usman Ododo has ordered a continued crackdown on criminal elements in the state. The federal government has met its 2025 oil and gas revenue targets for the first time in years, a feat credited by the Federal Inland Revenue Service to improve security in the Niger Delta through military efforts and pipeline surveillance by firms such as Pipeline Infrastructure Nigeria Limited, PINL. FIRS Chairman Dr. Zach Adedeji, during a meeting with military leaders, said stability in oil-producing areas boosted production, profit, and tax revenue. PINL's Dr. Akbos Meze cited strong community partnerships, zero infrastructure, and swift conflict resolution as factors behind increased output, while also highlighting interventions against oil spilling and illegal bunkering. Stakeholders from the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited urged continued collaboration to project pipeline and sustain gains. The Rural Electrification Agency, REA, has begun talks with the Nigerian Armed Forces to power military bases nationwide with solar energy under the 100 billion Naira National Public Sector Solarization Initiative, NPSSI. At the meeting at Abuja, REA Managing Director Dr. Abba Abubakar Aliyu told Chief of Defense Staff General Christopher Musa and the federal government-backed program aimed to replace diesel generators in public institutions with renewable solar system, cutting energy costs, improving reliability, and advancing Nigeria's clean energy transition. Both sides agreed to pursue a memorandum of understanding with the military set to form a team to identify priority sites and work on implementations, including support for Army engineers and logistic units. Nigeria's People Democratic Party, PDP, and All Progressive Congress, APC, have rejected a Canadian federal court ruling that clarified both parties as terrorist organizations. The June 17, 2025 judgment upheld the denial to Nigerians Douglas Igwereba over his membership in the party, citing alleged involvement in political violence and electoral manipulation. PDP called the decision misinformation, biased, and lacking evidence, while APC dismissed it as baseless, stressing that a foreign court had no jurisdiction to determine the status of Nigeria's political parties. Both warned the ruling could harm Nigeria's democratic image and ought focus on individuals' accountability rather than sweeping designation. The Kano State Police Command has assured residents of adequate security during Saturday's by-election in Bagwe, Shanono, and Gari Sayewa. Commissioner of Police Ibrahim Bakori said security agencies have coordinated plans, deployed armed personnel, and issued clear operational orders to maintain peace before, during, and after the poll. He urged political parties and candidates to conduct themselves peacefully, warning that thuggery, intimidation, or violence will not be tolerated. Bakori pledged a level playing field for all parties and vowed that anyone violating election law would be arrested and prosecuted. We're stepping into a brief commercial break. Don't go away. We'll be right back shortly.
Are you stuck in Jalingo late at night? Need a safe and reliable ride fast? Introducing Supercab, Jalingo's trusted ride-hailing service from anywhere in the city. We will pick you up right at your doorstep. Book a ride in seconds. Safe, fast, and affordable. Visit www.supercab.com.ng or download the Supercab app today. Supercab, your ride, your way.
Welcome back. Zamfara State Governor Dauda Lawal has reiterated his administration's stance against negotiating with bandits, declaring that his government will never engage in those responsible for terrorizing the state. The governor spoke on Thursday as he continued his visit to communities recently attacked by bandits. Police in Ondo State have arrested 7 suspected kidnappers of Adekunle Ajasin University, Akungba Akoko lecturer, Omoni Samuel, including his regular commercial motorcyclist Benson Alaba, who allegedly set him up. Investigations reveals that Ogungbemi Wasiu of Okerua Ikere provided the ITEL handset used to contact the victim's family to demand a ransom of 5 million. The Nigerian Labour Congress has threatened a nationwide strike if the federal government fails to return what it claims to be billions of naira taken from workers' insurance contribution. It also demanded that the government fill the leadership gap with the country's Pensions Regulatory Commission within a week. And this brings us to the end of News Hour from SOM TV. Do well to follow us on Facebook at SOM TV and on YouTube at SOM TV Live. I am Esther Oka Steven. Stay blessed.
Are you stuck in Jalingo?